Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome to the Fashion Bunker. I have returned from another shopping spree. It's aching, but at the same time, I have to say, cometh spring and summer, I kind of get these amazing vibes, and I just this need to celebrate life, and it's annoying in a way because from some point of view, the wallet suffers, the bank account suffers, but then on the other hand, oh well, it's life. We live one life, and then it's gone. So anyway, been to this newly acquainted Chanel boutique. Long story short, I'm loving the people there, and went shopping. Oh my God. Okay, so mind you, don't ask questions. But what I'm out blah 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 blah. I still have the champagne in me because they gave me a lot of champagne. Listen, this is the thing. Don't ask me questions as far as my birthday is concerned, because I will never say when my birthday is. But I will say this: it's coming up, and I'm not gonna say when, what month, blah blah blah. But anyway, it's coming up. So I do have some kind of pre-birthday presents here, as well as stuff that I've been hunting down for 2 months. Actually, this is kind of a weird combination of things. Let's just begin with it. This is the unboxing of the haul. I already prepared here my bill. So, the usual. We got the bill in here, and then second bill in here. Yes, there are 2 bills. There's a reason for that. The inside is kind of interesting. You see, for the first time, well, there will be one box, but there's also something else that's not in a box. And stuff that is not in a box is usually part of the apparel line. I mean, it could be an accessory, we'll see, but it usually belongs to apparel. So it could be clothes, well, anyway. So it's really cute. They cover it up to protect it from, strangers passing by and looking inside. So we're going to put that paper away. First thing, Camellia fell off. It's supposed to be there. There. Oh my gosh, champagne, really. I mean, today, and I haven't eaten yet, so I'm completely out of focus. I mean, out of focus, me, not the camera. Camera's doing its job. Anyway, so we got the Camellia here. Big box. Not a big thing is in here, as big as the box is. I just love big boxes. So they asked me, would you like a big box, Dacob? I'm like, no pun intended. The bigger, the better. Anyway, so we're going to unbox this. Then this piece here, which comes wrapped in a lot of paper, a lot of tissue paper. And last but not least, and this was the part on the extra bill, which was a present from my mom, believe it or not. Let's see what this perfume is. Yeah, it's a perfume. I mean, there's no denying it. A little Chanel logo over there underneath the ribbon. We will do that in the end. So let's begin with this one, the piece that I was actually going for. Put the bag aside for a second. So 2 months, because whichever boutique I would ask in my proximity, whether or not they had this, they did not have this in my colorway. So finally, Chanel has these embargoes. Basically, when a new collection initiates or begins, other boutiques within the same country can order from one boutique to the other to get kind of a certain product. But if you were to order from country to country, the embargo would be set for that particular collection for, I think, 4 weeks. So for an entire month, you would have to hope that a boutique somewhere else doesn't sell it from another country, and then your Chanel boutique could kind of get it to you, to your boutique, and then you would buy it there. That's the idea. Now, however, you kind of sometimes need a connection to get things rolling. This one came from the Cannes boutique, and it was quite difficult to get it because, well, the film festival just ended, and during the film festival, the Chanel boutique in Cannes, doesn't wish to let go of any pieces if possible because they hope that they're going to sell them, which is totally legit. I totally get it. I mean, Cannes is full of amazing people during the film festival. You can imagine how many, not just famous people, but also, up and coming actors, really groovy, funky people that have some sort of initiative, that have some sort of vision, artistic people. So I could imagine that a lot of people wish to purchase certain products. Well, anyway, the connection that I got, and I can't mention any names because I was sworn to secrecy, made it happen for me. So let's unbox it, or unbag it. Chanel logos all over the bags. We've got the little Chanel stickers. You want some ASMR? Devil Dacob, keeping it long. You know how much I love my caps. Now, this particular colorway was the closest we could get to black. There were no black ones from the airline collection. However, this was the only one in full tweed, and then it has this kind of layering and texture on top, which is almost like rubberized with slight glitter effects. And then it has this glass. This is actually glass. Well, I mean, it could be like a strass, but it's actually in the description here on the inside of the hat. It says that it is 77% glass on the application, which is so beautiful to see. I mean, the shimmer of it is incredible. Let's try to get it as close as possible to you guys. So this is a dark blue tweed with navy and marine, and then it has this kind of almost, it's definitely an extra texture added. It's like paint over the cap. This would be reminiscent of, New Era caps, for example, are very famous for having their size stickers on top. Also, price stickers would be somewhere there. Chanel did their kind of logos, aviation, aviator, airplane or airline logos all over the place. Some of the caps have double C's on them as well. This one is more abstract, which I personally adore. Now, I do love the Chanel logo, obviously. I'm a huge Chanel fan, but this is the only one made in tweed. All the other colorways, and there's at least 8 of them, are either made in a jacquard, are made in a jersey, are made in a cotton material, or in jeans. And the only one that's so substantial and kind of simpler in color is the pure tweed, and it's really very heavy too. So let's put it on. I don't know if I have the size set. No. Because she got a big head, so I need to open it up for you guys. There you go. I mean, it's as simple as that. There's like nothing really to it. I just am so happy that Chanel made, flat visor cap, and that this cap in particular, well, not this cap. Well, I mean, this colorway is my favorite colorway, but the fact that they make caps is super rare. The last time that I've seen a cap, made by Chanel that I really loved was in leather. It was in 1992 or 1993. That's vintage. And since then, it's quite rare. They do make from time to time caps that have these, like turned in visors, but the flat, more kind of hip-hoppy visors are definitely rare. Now, there are other caps that I really like from this collection, but this one is the best. Now, who knows? Maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. Now, for this one, not happening. I got it now, so it's a full price deal. But maybe I was thinking when sales begin, some other colorways that might be left over might go on sale, hopefully. I don't know, you never know. I'm just hoping it's the case, and if it is the case, I'm so gonna get another colorway for sure, even though they are different texture and different colors. So this is as close as we get to one compact color. All the others have incredible patterns on them, but to be quite frank with you, I believe that with time I would get annoyed by the patterns. Why this? Because, very often Lagerfeld kind of styles the shows rather than really designing them, and the style of the shows after a couple of years might seem obsolete. So particular patterns are not really timeless. That's why I was really hunting down the tweed, and that's why I was hunting down a color that I would not get bored of. I was hunting down something that can be as timeless as possible given the circumstances. Now getting to the most important part, this little baby was made in France, and that is so thrilling. It's so tiny. I don't even know if I can come in that close. But it's there. And let's read the materials together. So it's Chanel, made in France. 56% polyamide, 18% viscose, 15% cotton, 9% acrylic, 1% polyester, 1% wool. The lining is 100% cotton. The badge, which would be this part here, is 77% glass and 23% polyurethane. It shimmers in the light. Loving it. Okay, so let's just leave it on at this point. You're going to see me with this hat in like many videos because stuff like this I literally get to really wear and wear and wear and wear and wear. Okay, let's get to this piece. Now, I was assisted directly by the store manager, which was amazing. He is incredible. The knowledge this human being has of Chanel, and especially of the heritage and of the 80s and the 90s, is just impeccable. And it just makes you want to, you know, just like yell and go, yay! It's like a roller coaster ride. Okay, so he comes to me and says, Dacob, you know what? This is made for you. I was like, you are the maestro, whatever you say. I'm totally under your spell and control. So it's a tiny piece, and mind you, I was wearing this in the boutique, 2003, Renaissance-y looking Chanel bracelet. I did get this back in 2003. And again, one of those, to me, personally timeless pieces I wear all the time. This one is more modern. Oh, it's so cute. He wrapped it up again and again and again. So it's a bracelet, a very tiny one, but very particular. It does have the kind of street arty Chanel inscription there in silver, and fits perfectly on my arm. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this little gypsy look going on. So you have the Chanel bracelet and the Chanel bracelet, and one is hanging more down and one is, let's see, let's make this one a bit more loose. I'm thinking to wear it, you know, falling as much as possible to create layers that kind of contrast each other. So we could have, for example, a more modern take on Chanel, and then we could have, you know, don't forget that Coco Chanel's, let me look at you while I'm saying this. Coco Chanel's last collection before she fled from France to Switzerland as the Second World War began, her last collection was kind of gypsy inspired. You know, it was Latin America or maybe, you know, Spanish kind of inspiration. A lot of kind of this gitan vibes going on. That was her last collection before she closed the atelier and moved to Switzerland. So this has a bit of a gothic touch, combining the two together, but also very reminiscent of her last collection before she went to exile, mixed with the new take on Chanel, which would be something that actually, you know, Chanel used to do in gold in the 80s and 90s, and now we have this ruthenium. I think it's kind of blackish silver, really, really beautiful. So we got our double C's on the two sides, and we have Chanel written all across. So he said, you know what, Dacob, this is you. I put it on, I was like, gee, it is. Thank you so much for, you know, thinking of me. Well, anyway, so that would be that. Little camellia. Remember in the other video when I said the camellia got stuck to my flower? Let's just continue with this tradition and say the camellia, I stuck it to my flower. There you go. The camellia is stuck to my flower again, but this time purposefully. So moving on to the last bit, which is here. Thank you, Mom, so much for this. I'm loving it. It is the most heritage of the perfumes, the one with the most story, the one that kind of can tell the biggest story, the one that is connected to a lot of mythology. It is the perfume that I have already, mind you, over a year ago reviewed in pure perfume form, but I shall review it again in this eau de toilette form. I do not quite know yet what sort of reformulation we're dealing with here. I'm super curious. It is the Cuir de Russie eau de toilette. I mean, I love my Cuir de Russie. Now, I have the pure perfume. This one is eau de toilette. I do have a version from the 90s. I do have a version from the early 2000s. One from 2016 or 2015. I don't know how old this bottle is. I would have to check the batch number to figure the date of this perfume. I'll get it all sorted out and figure it out if it's 2015 or 16. So I don't know how this perfume actually smells with the formulation of today. I'm extremely curious. I'm hoping for the best. Worst case scenario, what I do is with these particular aldehyde perfumes, I would just leave them a little bit in the sun. Yes, they tell you never to do so. I do so. I put my Chanel No. 5 Eau de Parfum bottle in the sun because I want it to get deeper and more intense in smell. Some people hate that. I personally love it. I wouldn't do it with all perfumes. I would do it with No. 5. I would do it with Cuir de Russie, and I would do it with Bois des Îles. No. 22, I wouldn't. I wouldn't because it already is kind of borderline acidy. So, but definitely if you check out these Les Exclusives perfumes on Chanel stands wherever they're available in bigger shopping centers that sell the Les Exclusives, that sell the Les Exclusives, you will notice that the bottles stand on these kind of illuminated pillar positions, well, all sorts of display shapes and forms, and they do have light coming from the bottom or from the sides or from the top, which warms them up with time. And if a tester is kind of in a, hasn't been used up in a relatively short period of time, and some of these Les Exclusives testers go on for a year or two until they don't take them away, the liquid changes color. It becomes a more ambery rich color. Cuir de Russie is already a very intense color. It has kind of an ambery color, but the perfumes that I always see, like the testers hanging around or laying around, they definitely have a darker, ambery, more brownish tone to them or hue to them because they have been exposed to that endless heat and light, that artificial light that illuminates them. And why am I saying this? Because the actual testers to me smell better than the product when it's new. To my personal nose, just for me. Maybe not for you guys, but to me they smell better because they're more intense, deep. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. I shall unbox it in a perfume review coming soon. I don't know if I'm going to review this one next, but I will definitely review it. So there you go, guys. There's another camellia, camellia, camellia. It's like the Power Rangers. Engage the camellias. So yes, that would be it. I hope you liked this unboxing. I don't know how confusional it was. I mean, what I do is when I edit this video, guys, I'm like, I figure out the stuff that I've said posthumously. I mean, I'm still alive. But I won't be drunk when I'll be editing the video. I promise this. So, but then when I'm sober and I look back at what I said, I think to myself, oh my God, did he really say that? He did. He did. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and a little bit of history on Chanel and details on all of these products. If you have, please do thumb it up. Leave me comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you got from your airline collection. Oh yeah, by the way, this is also from the main airline collection, the Chanel bracelet. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I am also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Don't forget, no matter what people tell you, no matter how much they look at you and judge you, for whatever reason, smile back, because guess what? Haters are just lovers in disguise. So, don't ever give up on love, guys. Love you. Bye.